Arg, how are ye this morning, time pirates? Are we ready to write? Alicia says, good morning, time pirates. I will be late as I have a doctor's appointment right after dropping kids off at school. I currently have no voice. Oh, poor Alicia. I'm so glad you're going to the doctor, though. You got to get that looked at before the pneumonia. I mean, pneumonia is going around so bad. My primary care, when I got my shingles vaccine and flu vaccine, they recommended that I get a pneumonia vaccine. I didn't end up getting it yet. I don't think I'm old enough. I'm in denial. But we'll see. The fact that they recommended it younger with no history of smoking or any kind of lung issues, it's definitely a concern at this point. So I'm so glad you're going to the doctor. And Courtney, hi Courtney, it's so good to see you so early. Woohoo, I made it and early. Don't get used to that. Nope, sorry, I'm already used to it. You have to come every day now. It's the way it works. So sorry. Can't help it. And Ren says, hello, everyone. Hello, Ren. So good to see you. Also, my spinner wheel last night, the last time I spun it before reading sprints, it said write. And I was like, well, I could try to write tonight after sprints, but I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna because I'm tired after sprints. So tired, like it's hard to go to bed. I know that's weird, but I also know some of you understand that. Like a toddler running around because they can't quite go to bed. Yeah. Yeah, that was me last night. So that means I'm actually writing this morning. Oh, writing during the writing sprints? What? I did write 1,000 words Sunday. So I am so close. She's about to find the place she needs to find. That's all I'm going to say. Ren says, hoping to finish Ink Blood Sister Scribe today and also get some more of Priory done. Yay! Yeah, I did not get up till 7 today, not my normal 6. So I did not get my Priory pages in, but that's okay. I have a nice fresh cup of coffee with Zafo got me cherry almond. It's supposed to be like macaroons, and it's cherry almond creamer, and it's so good. It's so good. I love it. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Ren says also need to do laundry. I still need to change sheets. Hopefully chores will come up when I switch the thing, and I will do that. And today I need to walk the dog no matter what the spinner says. So today is definitely a walk the dog day. I should have walked her yesterday, but she played so hard with Benny. I was like, I think I can get away with one more day. But yeah, today's definitely walk the dog. Let's see if she could do the full 3 miles this time. I think she's thirsty, but I can't get her to drink water. And I don't mean never, just not. I'm like, dude, you need to drink water now. I don't know. I don't know what it is with my family and not having animals that just won't drink water. Like my daughter's horse just wouldn't do it. That whole, you can bring the horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Yeah, I know exactly where that comes from because it is 100% true with horses, not just metaphorically. It's exactly what happens. Stupid horses. And Courtney says hello to Ren, and I am doing house errands before sprints. That sounds amazing. Oh, good, you're in your sprints today because I will switch over to your sprints when I am done with mine. And there's Mel Melly. Hello, so good to see you. How are you this fine morning? And 2 minutes says hey to Courtney and Ren. Ren says, hey, Mel. We're starting our own little pirate ship. Y'all know that, right? Like we're a pirate ship as we get together and do things. All right. But I am all ready to start the first sprint while I am ready to write. Also, has this happened to anyone else? I had the ebook of Mate on suspend, right? Like, so I had it on hold, but then I wasn't ready for it yet. I've got to finish sort of Kaigen, and then I also have an arc I need to read, and my Project Hail Mary. All of those are my ebooks. So I've got those 3 to read before I can get to Mate. And so I just hit suspend, right? So it had been sitting there suspend for like a week. And then it just was gone. I'm like, where did it go? And now when I go to look for it, I'm like, did they not have it? They have it, and it's just ready to borrow. Why didn't it just stay suspended? What happens if when I'm now, okay, now I'm ready to borrow it, and then I have to put it on hold again? I don't, overall, I like the change in the suspend thing. It's working really well, but I, I don't know why it just did that. I'm very confused. I'm very confused, but I guess we shall see. And I wasn't, by the way, you're allowed to do that for a year. After 356 days, it goes away. It hadn't been that. It had been like 30 days. So I don't know. I just I'm listening to the audiobook now for Hauling Dark by Christopher Rocchio. And it's part 2 in the Sun Eater. And that one I'd had on suspended for like 5 months. And I don't have anything else audiobook ready for anything else I actually need, because I don't need that book for anything except I want to read it, right? And so I'm like, well, I've had that one on the longest. I'm just going to unsuspend it, and then bam, it's available and I get to listen to it. So I don't know what happened with Mate. That was really weird. Right, Mel? It's weird. I don't know why it would do that. I'm like, I didn't do anything. Stay there. Oh my gosh, Cora's going to drive me crazy. Also, she's starting to put some meat on her, so I think I'm finally feeding her enough. I know some dogs are supposed to be super, super skinny, but I don't like it. I mean, I don't want her fat. I need her to walk with me, but I need her to be healthy. I don't need her to starve to death, if she misses one day of food. Yeah, Mel says, now I need to go double check my suspense. Yeah, it was so weird. So now I'm just going to have to hope it's available when I can read it. And Courtney says hi to Mel and Molly. You just in time. I was about to start sprints. I've not read my Priory pages yet, so I will have to do that later today. Courtney's not into all bone dogs. Yeah, see, me neither. I just don't like it. Like, you see them, like when they show them and you can like count, like Vizslas are supposed to be that skinny. Like, you're supposed to be able to just count their bones just by looking at them, their ribs. And it's like, but I don't like that. I don't want them to be that skinny. So, yeah. I mean, what kind of life is that? They have to be hungry all the time to be that skinny. And Courtney says, hi, Molly. And Molly says, hello to Ren. And Molly says, glad you're taking care of yourself. Is that for Alicia, Molly, or is that Ren? And Ren says, hey, Molly. And Molly says hi to Mel. We're getting the whole gang. Alicia will be back after her doctor's appointment. So we'll see what the doctor says. Hopefully they get something. She said, if you scroll up, see the comment, she said she had no voice at all. So poor thing. And that's not a surprise with as much as she'd been coughing. I have like morning voice, but I'm not sick, right? That poor Alicia. And Molly's copy comes today. Woohoo! All right. Let's get her done, man. Yeah, I will eagerly read my pages later today, but I get to write first. So I will write until either the sprints are over or I get to my 1,000 words, whichever happens first. And if I get to my 1,000 words first, then I'm spin my wheel again and see what I get to do next. Well, that was for Alicia, yeah. But it could apply for, well, I don't know if all of us are taking care of ourselves or not. We'll have to see. Ren did say she was going to do laundry. That technically is self-care, isn't it? Yeah, see, Ren. Thank you, Ren. Thank you. I'm not taking care of myself, but I will later because I'm going to go on a walk. I really need to film my TBR video. But you know what? YouTube stuff has not come up once on my spinner wheel. I might have to just do it and ignore the spinner wheel for the next spin. We'll see. Ren went to go get my meds from the pharmacy and everything earlier today. Look at that. You are, oh, meds. Thank you. I will do that. I will take my meds. I forgot. I do need to take my meds if I'm going to walk the dog. I need my heart under control because I am up to 3 miles. I don't plan on increasing it past 3 miles, but I need the 3 miles to be a little easier before I start running. So at least this week, I'll be walking the 3 miles again. And then starting next week, I'm going to run a small portion. And see how much. I would like to run a mile, but not a mile straight yet. Just a mile cumulatively as I run and then walk and then run and then walk. So I want to do that by the end of the month. It's showing the chat, but won't actually start the stream. That is weird. Wait, but you answered me, so you must be able to hear me, right? Molly says, yay, Ren. Yes, yay, Ren, for reminding me, and I took my meds like a good girl. And you know who's not a good girl? Cora. Cora, go lay down. All right. Let's start the first sprint. And I'm going to move my not whiteboard to block the sun, which is great. I'm glad she's out. I love her. But I need to block her. So she's not right in my eyeballs. And then I'm going to start writing. And Alicia, hey, Alicia. She's at the doctor's and waiting. Molly's like, on my phone is fine. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Cool. All right. I hate waiting, Alicia says. That's where you're supposed to read the book. You've got lots of books to read, right? We've got Priory. We've got the Shore Leave Book Club book, Dragons of the North, all kinds of things. I would just pull something up on your Kindle and just start reading. That's why I can stand waiting, because I will just read. It's what keeps me sane. Just read, and then I don't even notice that I'm waiting. I've done it my entire life, even when I was in the Navy. I'm like, what are you doing? Reading. Yeah, it was either that or I start to get anxious and then I can't sit still. And then yeah. Courtney says, hey, Alicia, I also had a doctor's appointment this morning. As soon as I put on my book, I got called. See? As soon as you like, whoop, then it's like, Alicia. All right. No worries, Alicia says. Well, we're going to start our first sprint. So here we go. that was the end of our first sprint. I ended up writing 250 words, but I had to get back into it. The first sprint is always hard for me with writing, but I found my flow now. I know exactly where it's going, and I kind of like it. So, next sprint, I might just finish all 1,000 words next sprint. We'll see, depending on distractions, as you also saw. Dog's driving me crazy and my daughter coming in. So, she has to go to school, though. So, I should be able to finish up. So how did y'all do? How was that sprint? Are you properly stealing time? Let's see. Alicia says, no worries. I don't have my book this morning. Oh, I forgot Alicia doesn't do ebooks either, so pulling it up on her phone won't help. And Lindsay joined us. Hello, Lindsay. I'm here. I was distracted reading, so I missed the start. Yeah, that's I do that half the time. If I start after 8, that's usually why. I'm distracted by reading, or I was finishing up the news, or there's always, I'm like, I'm here ready, and then I still forget to hit the button. Let's see. And Lindsay asked if it is Alicia off sick, and then saw that she was at the doctor. And Kiana joined us. Good morning, Kiana. And Nikki also, good morning to you. I hope it is treating you well. Nikki says, hello, everyone. I will be reading Little Men today. I finished Anne's House of Dreams last night. Yay! Congratulations. It's always nice to finish the first book of the new month, assuming that is your first book. I just finished Lillian Boxfish Takes a Walk yesterday. I was like, yay, finished my first March read. Kiana says, I'm so behind in Priory, and I assured her you could totally catch up. Like, it's taking me, for each bit, it's taking me about 40 minutes. Like, I'm recording it because I'm going to do a video about chunky books. And so this will be my first one. So I'm videoing how long it takes me to read it, like actual time-wise. So I'm hitting a timer every time I start reading and then stopping it and see how far I get. And then how many pages during that reading. And this one, of course, is because we're going to read it the whole month. I have the pages lined up. So we'll see. I can compare this with just binge reading and see how those two things work. But, and whether I think things should be cut, or whether the pace is going great, or all of that kind of stuff. And so I've actually been timing it. And for each thing, 28 pages? No, 31 pages. And then 52. Why would I stop on 52? I'm pretty sure that is where I stopped there. No, 56. I can do math. So 31 pages the first time, so that's where the good stopping point was. Then 56, made it 256 the next time. So I'm recording all of that kind of stuff, and it's been 40 minutes each time. Alicia says, I have not started Priory yet. I am behind too, but I will catch up, waiting to be called back. Yes, see, we can catch up. It's early days now. Like, if it was the 20th of the month, that's going to be really hard to catch up. But right now, no problem. You can do it. I have faith in you. Let's see. And Kiana says, I got to 17% of I, Medusa. I get to go to a big box store. So I very well might get I, Medusa. I'm having FOMO on that one. I think I could buy 4 books. So I can choose which 4 I want to buy. And Kiana says, I got to 17%. Oh, I read that. Ren says, made it to 60%. Yay. And Nikki, I got to page 218 in Little Men. Nicely done. Courtney says, hey to Kiana. Mel says, I spent the sprint eating cheese. I mean, there are so many worse ways to spend a sprint. I think that was a good use of your time. And Nikki says, it is my first book for March. Yay! I love finishing the first book. It makes me feel good. Molly says, I need a graphic novel from the library called Operatic. Oh, I read a graphic novel from the library called Operatic by Keo McClear. It's about a middle school music class. Loved it. Oh, that sounds fun. And Infinite Library joined. Infinite, I forgot what name. Is it just Infinite? I swear there was another name and I can't remember. I apologize, but welcome. So glad you're here. I'm trying to finish Cabaret in Flames. Oh, that sounds fun. What is that? Cabaret in Flames. Oops. By what? Hachapuyo? What a gorgeous cover. Oh, it releases this month. That looks really cool. Ooh, it's vampires in an alternate Brazil. Oh, that sounds so fun. I'm totally adding that to my list. The ratings aren't that high, though, so we'll have to see. I'm adding to my list anyway. Mel says, I'm supposed to read to page 84 today, but I think I'll go to 100 because I can't just stop when I'm so close. Yeah, 100 pages is nicer to my brain. Mine too, Mel. There's something about that 100 page, no matter how big or small the book is. There's just something to even the anthology I'm reading. When I hit 100 pages, there was just something, I don't know, something changes in my brain once I hit 100. And it feels like I'm totally reading this book now. So it's 84 where my stopping is. Where do I have my stopping? My stopping's at 91, so it's going to be even harder for me to stop. But I'm going to do it because I got a lot to do. Keela, that's right. That's right. Kylar. I remember now. I got it, Kylar. I was like, I know it's a name. Sorry, it's been a couple weeks and I forgot, and I apologize. I'm not organized like so many book people where they actually write all this stuff down. And everyone says hi to all of the peoples. And Kyler says, I Medusa is my book club book for this month. Yay! That sounds so fun. We're doing a Project Hail Mary and then going to go see the movie. I'm so excited. And Kiana says, I tried to buy I Medusa, but my barns didn't have any, so I got Dungeon Crawler Carl and the Will of the Many instead. Nice. I'd like to know what you think of Will of the Many. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it like so many people did. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm missing that y'all loved it so much. I am not a fan, which is the current trend of these big, thick fantasy books having one perspective or written in first person. That to me is just, when you go through all this trouble to make such a big, rich world, why the heck would you only let me explore this one portion of it, which is all you get with one perspective, especially in first person? So we'll see. We'll see. I did get the second one though, because I'm curious, but the second one will determine whether I keep reading or not. Unfortunately, though, I've heard a lot of bad things about book 2, which is making it really hard to read since it's so thick. So we'll see. So I'm interested to see what you think. What did I miss? I didn't hate it. I mean, I think I gave it 4 stars. It's not that I hated it. It's just that, I don't know, I expected more since people were like raving about it. And Kyler says, I had it as an arc and it isn't amazing, sadly, as it's not fleshed out enough, but I love the characters and world building. Very cool. The cabaret one. So that's why it's got medium ratings. That makes sense to me. And Candace says hello to everyone. And Vanessa joined us. Either Vanessa's early or I'm late. I can't tell, but we are so glad you are here. Hello, and good morning. Ren says hey to Kiana. And Vanessa says, I hope Alicia is at the doctor. She is, Vanessa. That's exactly where she is. And she was on her phone with us. So since she's not typing, hopefully she got called back because she was waiting and she didn't like it. I mean, we don't like waiting anymore, right? I don't know if I don't know if anymore is the right thing. I know I've never liked to wait, so we'll have to see. That's why I always bring a book, though. And Mel says, hey to Vanessa. Courtney says, okay, got to get ready for sprint. Be back, hopefully. Absolutely, Courtney. We will see you after we're done here. Vanessa says, hey to Mel. And I have a therapy appointment in 8 minutes. Ah, that's why you're here early. That makes sense. Go to therapy. Well, we're about to hit our next sprint. So you have 30 minutes. That's it. That's all you have time to go over all of the issues. I'm kidding. You have a good time at therapy or a productive time. How about that? Vanessa says, have a great stream, Courtney. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm actually writing today, Vanessa. I know, strange. Oh, nope. Alicia's still waiting to get called back, but we are close. I think I've been on Pinterest. There you go. Vanessa's like, bitch, I've got 50 minutes. I love it. I love it. You're not the boss of me. Yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm not the boss of me. I don't know. I'm the boss of anything anymore. Um, and Vanessa says, yay for writing. And Kyler says, I have to pack as I'm traveling for my cousin's book launch tomorrow. Oh, how exciting! But hoping to fit in some writing too. That's cool. Well, share us the info on what the book is. That's very exciting. Vanessa says, hey, Kiana, I'm always paranoid. I'm going to spell your name wrong, but I do know it. Yeah, no, we have the same thing. Some people just say key, right? Just K-E-Y. So you're just like, I always get the U and the I confused. Not always, but sometimes. Mel says, oh, nice. Congratulations to your cousin, Kyla. I hope it all goes well. Me too. Me too. And Alicia is laughing. I'm sure she's laughing at Vanessa's comments. And Kiana says, no worries, Vanessa. And Kyler says, it's her debut novel of folk horror called Heskett, a Norfolk haunting. Ooh, that sounds fun. We'll have to look that one up. Kyler says, I had to ring her earlier as I saw her book in Waterstones out 2 days early and was so awesome to see. Hey, they're not allowed to do that. Bad Waterstones. Bad Waterstones. Let's see. And Swank, just in time, Swank. We're about to start our second sprint. Swank says, howdy, everybody. Happy Wildlife Day. Ooh, that sounds fun. I want to go to Brazos Bend. That's where all the gators are down here. Happy Irish Whiskey Day. Ooh, that sounds cool. Happy What If Cats and Dogs Had Opposable Thumbs. That's there's a day for that. What if that's speculative. Mel goes, folk horror? Nice. Yeah, folk horror is so fun. Vanessa, ooh, that sounds cool, Kylar. Gonna go look it up now. SC Byatt. Yeah, checking the author's name. Let us know if that's the correct author. And Swank says, I can't stay. Have a doctor's appointment. Have good sprints. Thank you, Swank, for stopping by. I hope the doctor's appointment goes well and you have to wait too long like poor Alicia. And Mel says, that cover is stunning. Oh, y'all are killing me. I was trying not to look it up because I'm trying not to get distracted. Now I have to. Heskett. Oh, that is cool. Look at that. I like it. I like when there's movement on the covers. That's pretty cool. All right, want to read? Done. Wait, why does it say published March 5th? Because like Tuesday is when books go out, not Thursday. That's weird. That's really weird. Why would the book come out on Thursday? Very interesting. That looks fun. I added it to my list. Ooh, and it's like novella size. I love that. I really like when the folk horror is novella size. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kyla. I was like, why are the names different? All right. And right? That last one, Kiana. I'm like, what is that? Alicia, that is a weird day if cats and dogs had thumbs. I agree. That one's it's thrown me off. Did you see how off I got just there? And Mel says, added it to the TBR. She has some really good reviews so far. How exciting. Vanessa, today is doctor day for the Pirates. Apparently it is. I feel like I should be. Maybe I'll make one of the doctor's appointments I need to make and then I can be in the club. And And Kyler says I might be biased, but I personally really loved it. It's more folk than horror, though, as a heads up. That's fair. Vanessa, it's a UK release. Their release schedule may not be the same as the US. I thought it was, though. Interesting. Now I have to look that up. I'm very curious. I am very curious. All right. Okay, gotta run. I'll be back. If still hanging out when I get done. If not, have a great day, pirates. Arg, arg, Vanessa. We'll be on Courtney's, at least some of us, if we're not here. And Mel says, good point, Vanessa. Yeah, now I'm gonna look that up and see if they have different days. All right, here we go. Second sprint. is our second sprint, and I have a little over 600 words in. So 400 more, and I will have my 1,000 words in, and I can spin my wheel again. So how did y'all do that sprint? That dog is driving me batty. Let's see. And we were talking about the book launches because in America, book launch happens on Tuesday, which is why all of our books come out on Tuesday too. It's so that you get, as many sales as you can before the New York Times counts the sales to say what is the bestseller. So it comes out on Tuesday. And Kyler says, I wonder if that's why that her cousin's book was out on the shelves today rather than Thursday. But I did look it up as Vanessa suggested, and the UK launch day is on Thursday, not Tuesday. So there you go. Learn something new every day, every day. Let's see. Lindsay says, I had to drop a sample at the doctor for my hubby. I agree. It's doctor day today. Fine. I'll make one of the appointments. I can do it. I totally can. I have like 8 I have to make. So I need to start doing it. Or I'll never get them all done this year. And Mel says, have a good therapy session to Vanessa. And I explained what I just explained. And Swank says, well, fuck, my doctor's appointment is Thursday. I'm all bathed in everything. I guess I'll walk up to the elementary school to vote before it gets hot. There you go. Get the voting in. Get it in. Zafo and I need to vote today too. And Alicia says, we just did vitals, no fever, so that is good. Just waiting for a room to see the doctor. Excellent. No fever is good. That's an improvement. And Molly says, yay for voting, Swank. And Molly says, I have a fuck too. Mom's coffee maker is broken. I ordered a new one from Target and I need to pick it up this afternoon in the rain. I already am going over there tomorrow. Oh, twice in 1 week? That seems unfair. Molly says, I'm too sedentary. Why can't I say that word for this? I really was looking forward to being at home today and getting stuff done here, like housework before the inspection in a few weeks and reading and gaming. I'm sorry, man. It's always things interrupting the things that we're supposed to be or need to be doing. Yeah, I feel you. And Alicia made it into a room. Woohoo! 1 step closer. There's one ahead of me, and then the doctor will be in. Excellent. So close. Molly says, yay. And Kiana says, I was in Courtney's sprints chatting, but now I got to go. I'll try to catch your sprints later. Absolutely, Kiana. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. And I at least will join Courtney's when I'm done here. And Kyler says, only 25 pages left of Cabaret in Flames. Ooh, you can get that done next sprint. You can do it. Focus. I will probably cut this short so that I can get right in and finish these words. Gonna have to let the crazy dog in who just keeps begging to go out. She's driving me batty. I might have to start locking her in her kennel during this because she's just not. I just need her to settle. She's got her bone. She's got toys. She could just give me a couple hours. The stealing time is very difficult. Mel is almost 300 pages into Bury Our Bones, The Midnight Soil. I still need to read that one. Trying to finish this so I can return to the library today. Oh, yay. I love library books. They make me happy. Keller says, I'm going to shower quickly in next sprint, but we'll also try and finish. I mean, if it's an audiobook, you could do both at once. But excellent. All right, here we go. Last sprint. there was our last sprint. Woohoo! We did it. And I got my 1,000 words in, 1,003, finished a chapter, started the next one. So good place to start again when I return. But so I got that in, and the next thing that spun was read my physical, which means I'm going to get my priority words in, or words, pages in. If the dog doesn't knock everything off. Go away, dog. Oh, she better be able to make it 3 miles today because she's driving me crazy. So we need to work off this energy before I kill her. Let's see. Seriously, stop. She also has a sock obsession. I don't know what to do with her. Stop it. She doesn't chew them either. She just holds them in her mouth. Let's see. Where are we? I think we were at Mel, almost 300 pages. Nope, I read that one. And Alicia was still waiting to see the doctor. And I'm hungry too. And I found a lot of ideas on Pinterest though. Alicia. I can't help you. It's inspiring. Ren made it to 75%. Off to go do laundry now. Thanks for sprints, Kelly. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. I hope you have fun doing laundry. Maybe not fun, but it's like I don't like doing laundry, but it does smell good, right? It smells really good. So I do like the smell of clean laundry. And Courtney says, ooh, Pinterest is dangerous. I mean, I think you mean inspiring. It can be dangerous if you decide to do all the things. Alicia says, it sure is. Waiting. Vanessa says, you're still here. I have been therapized. Yay! Nicely done, Vanessa. Nicely done. And Jean says, good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Jean. So good to see you. How are you feeling today? Vanessa says, Alicia, you're still waiting. Alicia says, the doctor will see me now. Yay! And Vanessa says, hey, Jean and Hassa, Alicia. Jean, when I was laying down, I was like, I no longer have a cold. And now that I'm sitting up in my living room, I am like, I was delusional. I'm sorry. It's that morning wake up going, oh, I feel so much better. That sleep was great. I'm healed. And then you sit up and everything starts draining again. I'm so sorry, Jean. Jean sneezing my head off. Yep, as everything moves from going laying down to sitting up. Yep, makes sense to me. And Courtney asks, is it allergies? And Alicia says, and we are getting antibiotics and a decongestant. Yay! Let's hope that helps. Lisa says, show me out of here, then need some food. Yes, you're like, I need food right now. Vanessa says, yay for meds. Alicia says, for sure. And a shower would be nice. For sure. I can understand that. Jean, I have a cold. Jean says, I have a cold, Courtney, so it's not allergies. And Courtney goes, woohoo, Kelly. That's right, man. 1,000 words. I love it. It's my first written words in March. So nicely done, Kelly. I will pat myself on the back. I don't know why it's so hard for me to write, but it is. And Lindsay says, well done on the writing today, Kelly. And Courtney says, hope you feel better, Jean. Lots of fluids. And Mel says 303 pages into Bury Our Bones. Curious to see how this is going to end. I need to make a late breakfast. Yeah, we ordered pizza Monday. Nope. Sunday. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, Sunday. And so that will probably be my breakfast all week. I had that yesterday. I will have it today. It gives me enough carbs so I can go walk this dog too. Hey. Cora, don't chew on the carpet. Now she's decided something tasty is on the carpet. No, what'd I say? She gives me such side eye when I yell at her like that. It's the funniest thing. Good girl. Let's see. And Molly gives hugs to Jean, and Jean says, thank you, Courtney. And Vanessa, YouTube ate my message saying, I'm sorry you're feeling bad, Jean. Jean says, my electrolytes are so gross tasting. I'm so sorry. Need some Gatorade. Then you get the sugar too. See? Jean says, thank you, Vanessa. And Mel says, feel better soon, Jean. Lots of fluid and rest. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would say, notice I'm like 100% now from last week. It was definitely just that shingles virus that was killing me. But who knew? I guess I had to have a reaction to a vaccine. Did I say virus? Vaccine. I had to have a reaction to that vaccine eventually, to a vaccine eventually. So, and Mel says, thank you for sprints, Kelly and Cora. Listen to your mommy, right? Jeez, child. Good thing you're pretty. Yeah, good thing you're pretty. I love her so much. I'm just petting her and she rolls over on her belly. She's going to be a good girl someday. She's just, still a baby. She's trying. She's trying. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to go away, make my lunch so that can digest a little bit before I walk the dog. And then I'm going to read my pages because the spinner wheel said so. Yay, spinner wheel. It literally says read physical. I'm like, okay. Yes, spinner wheel. So hopefully y'all will also catch up. Who is the ones of you who are behind, and everyone else, we are on top of it for Priory of the Orange Tree. And like I said, by the time I end today, it'll be page 91. And that will, at least, I will stop there, even though I don't want to because I want to get to 100 and spin the wheel again. Now, if it says read physical again, we'll see what happens. Awesome. All right. Thank you, everyone. We will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. And for Pirates, for this one, Morning Time Pirates. And also tomorrow is Wednesday, which means it's 100 pages book club on Alicia's channel, which is at Books and Things with Alicia. And for that, we will be reading the next 100 pages in Book of Doors. So that is next. We have 100 pages in. So we're going to start on page 101 and get the next section read. Excellent. So I will probably be heading over to Courtney's sprints, and I will see y'all around the bend. Mel says, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, guys. Thank you, Mel. Thank you for the reminder. And Courtney says, bye, Kelly. Thanks for sprints. Absolutely. I will see you on yours.